Rec League Podcast. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family, tell your haters. Available on Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Radio Public, Good Pods, Pocket Casts, Breaker and Stitcher. At Rec League Pod on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Threads. At Rec League Pod on Twitter. Episode 125. Coming soon. Yo, whether you watching this from Facebook, Twitter, click the link in my Instagram or YouTube itself. What up, world? I just watched Anyone But You. It's a new romantic comedy starring Sydney Sweeney, Glenn Powell, Alexandra Shipp, Hadley Robinson, Gata from Dave, if you watch Dave, Dermot Mulroney, Brian Brown. Brian Brown is the dude from FX, right? The two FX movies from the 80s and 90s. Correct? I feel like I'm forgetting somebody major. It's directed by Will Gluck. He directed Easy A, Friends with Benefits, the Annie remake, and the two Peter Rabbit movies. He's got range. So you got... I don't really want to go, like, there's a prelude that sets up the Sydney Sweeney, Glenn Powell awareness of each other. They both get invited to a wedding. One of their siblings, the other a friend, are getting married. They just happen to be mutual friends of the two people getting married. They don't like each other. If you've seen the trailers, it's fully knowledgeable that they don't like each other, but it's a wedding destination. It's a destination wedding. Like, all these people are in Australia. They pretend to get along to preserve the environment, the vibe, and romantic comediness happens. I don't know what exactly got, like, a combination of things actually got me interested. Glenn Powell had a great 2022. He was great in Top Gun. He was great in Devotion. I feel like, aside from Sydney Sweeney being insanely attractive, there was something that I saw her in. It wasn't Euphoria. I feel like I saw her in something else and enjoyed her performance. And then, like, Will Gluck, like, I listed off his movies at the top. I wasn't, like, the range thing was kind of a quippy joke, but Friends with Benefits is a great romantic comedy. Easy A is, like, overly likable. Like, it's so quirky and enjoyable. And then, like, the Peter Rabbit movies, they're fine. They're family fun, whatever. But I'm a sucker for a good R-rated romantic comedy, and this checks the boxes. It's like people can actually talk and curse and interact like people really do. And, like, there's, like, the Hollywoodness of the joke. Some of the gags, like, people would never do this, whatever. But I enjoyed this a whole hell of a lot more than I expected to. Like, the Sydney Sweeney, Glenn Powell chemistry is pretty great. Their relationship goes on the peaks and valleys that you expect it to, but it all works. There wasn't really an annoying supporting character. The supporting characters were funny. Like, every incident, every beat that the plot hits works. Like, I don't want to spoil anything. I don't want to give too much away. I really enjoyed this. I had a great time watching this movie. So, like, I don't want to, like, do, like, the quick review thing, but I have nothing else to say. Like, there wasn't anything that I overly disliked about this movie. Like, the cast was good. Not really soundtrack. There's one song that becomes like a running gag that is kind of a banger for this movie. So yeah, with all that being said, I will say that in my opinion, Anyone But You is dope. Have you seen Anyone But You, man? What you think? Positive, negative, somewhere in between? Let me know. I just put up a review for the Iron Claw. I've recently put up reviews for Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom and Wonka. I'm going to do a review for Migration coming soon. And in the next 2 or 3 days, a review for Rebel Moon. End of the year stuff. 3 favorite movies of the quarter. Top 10 movies of the year. Turn the calendar. Most anticipated movies of the year. Blu-ray collection update. It's all on the way, man. Rec League podcast. Same thing. I'll do interviews. I'll do Q&As with people. And get their 5 favorite movies of the quarter. Next episode, 5 most anticipated movies of the year. Be on the lookout. Like, subscribe, comment. Find me where you find me, man. Don't know where to find me. Watch these credits. Peace.